In his haste to leave the country, Farouk was forced to leave behind a palace full of expensive treasures, purchased after a systematic looting of the Egyptian treasury while he was still in power. The new government promptly auctioned the priceless objects for whatever monies they would bring.
Kuba Palace in Cairo becomes the focal point for many of the world's leading collectors, for here the fabulous treasure accumulated by ex-King Farouk is up for auction. Plates and cups of solid gold are included in the dazzling display. This was a present from the Aga Khan. The Egyptian treasury will collect all the proceeds despite Farouk's threat to sue. A rich belt of solid gold which belonged to Cleopatra's brother Ptolemy is among the treasures due for the auctioneer's hammer. The Farouk stamp collection alone takes a week to be auctioned, realizing about £16,000 a day. The sale is conducted in English, French and Arabic. While the hammer falls on the lavish ornaments which decorated his palace during his heyday, the ex-king is in the south of France. Reported to have subdued his playboy habits of late, Farouk is now rumored to be contemplating a trip to London.
The fabulous possessions of Egypt's exiled King Farouk are auctioned in Cairo to prospective buyers, including a New York department store. A diamond-encrusted snuff box and a gold belt, believed once owned by Cleopatra's brother, are among clocks and many other expensive objects being sold by the Egyptian government. Tens of thousands of items, including plenty of trays and silver service, as well as knives, forks, and spoons, fit for a palace, all up for sale in a $5 million royal auction.
The Kuba Palace in Cairo, following King Farouk's abdication, may be turned into a museum. Meanwhile, this view of its splendors is permitted. The royal bed is clearly luxurious, so is this little stock of comforts for leisure hours. King Farouk was known to enjoy a gamble, and here in his palace every means of indulging such an inclination was evidently at hand. Down in the underground vaults there's a magnificent collection of treasures, a fortune in precious metals and jewels. Yes, indeed, many famous stones were left behind in the strong room when the king stepped from his throne.